Hey there, welcome to Rows. In this video, we'll be looking at how to join or merge data from two different tables in a single one. Let's dive right in. With rows, there are two distinct ways in which you can do this. The first is essentially a way to just add data one below another, and that's something that we can achieve using our append function. Here's an example. I have two different tables here, one with morning orders and the other with evening orders. You'll notice that the first table has name, email, order date, and order ID as the headers or the columns, and the second table has similar headers but in different order altogether. The order ID in this case starts in column A, whereas the order ID on the first is in the column D. Now, let's create a data table with data from both of these tables combined. I'm going to go with insert, data table, select source. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose formula as my source, and then the append function. Our append function only takes in JSON data type, so we'll convert this table into a JSON object. To do that, I'm going to use our range to JSON function here. The header in this case would be the first row, and then the remaining data would just be this. I'm going to remove the number from that range, close the brackets, and then toggle more data sets on. I'm going to do the same thing with the second table, which is range to JSON for the evening orders, the first row being the header, and the remaining data set like so. Close the bracket there and simply create data table. You'll see that a new data table has been created here with data from both of these tables, one below the other. You'll also notice that it has taken the same format, or the order of columns is the same as that of the first table, which is name, email, order date, and order ID. You'd see the same here. So that's how you can combine or rather append data in this format. I'm going to go ahead and close this side panel here. Next, let's consider another way to join data. For this, let's consider another data set. So I have the orders table here and the shipping data for these orders in another table. You'd also notice that I've changed the header slightly here for email and the email ID here. We'll look at why in a quick moment. In this scenario, we'll be using our join function, and what that will do is create a new data set, but instead of adding more rows or add data one below another, it'll just add more columns depending on which column is missing on the first table. Let's give that a go. So I'm going to go with insert, data table, select source, formula, and then the join function. In this case, we don't need to convert the data table into a JSON data format. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the entire table here. And for data 2, I'm going to select the shipping data here. And the key one, which is essentially the identifier, the unique identifier of that particular table, I'm just going to select email for the orders, which is for the data 1. And key 2 would be the email ID, like so. And once that's done, I'm going to click on create data table, give it a second, and you'll see another data table has been created here, whereby you have all the columns from both of these tables, like so. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.